Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Brooklyn, got Hield. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And there's Fultz. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
Now, here's Brown. 5 on the clock. Right side, Tatum takes a 3. A rebound by the Nets. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road. But they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. To the middle, from 7. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Brooklyn with the ball. It's a 3-point game. And it's White with the rebound. Tatum against Hield. And he uses the glass on the lane.
Well, with his dribble moves, Tatum will get where he needs to go, and he's an outstanding finisher.
And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Double team on Holiday. Here's White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
Fultz looking around. Simmons on the wing. Fultz finds Simmons. Can't hit from in close.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
In the corner, Simmons with it. And Simmons slams it in.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Fultz, no good. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. That's tipped.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
2 points, that one goes.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
So the Celtics called timeout, their first. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Out there on the floor for the Nets. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. We look at San Antonio. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And right now, Brooklyn, they have to like the progression that we've seen. Bit by bit, everything coming together. Consistency going forward will be key.
Brooklyn leading by 3. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordan Fernandez. Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Thank you, David. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Here's Cornette following the bucket by the Nets to stop the run and finish off by Brown.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's Shepard out to the right wing. Clowney. Here's Sharp. Pass to Shepard. Outside Williams. Here's Clowney. Goes up again. The kick out to Williams. Right wing. Here's Shepard. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Pritchard. Still yet to score. Brown deciding where to go with it. Horford in the post, and so it's Brooklyn with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
On the court right now for the Celtics, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. The guards are Pritchard and White, and it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. Three-pointer, Hield, the putback, and it's White with the rebound. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Tatum. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Yeah, no hesitation, no overthinking it. Tatum just takes the shot.
Fultz the pass to Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Tatum no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
A volume 3-point sniper. Hield realizes his role is to help space the floor with his shooting.
Here's Pritchard, still without a basket, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
And both free throws good for White.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside, Simmons. They kick out to Hield. There's the 3. And Claxton throws it down.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Jrue Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
Here's Tatum after Ben Simmons' bucket. Outside Holiday. Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's vertical is still sneaky good. At 6'4", he's capable of hammering it down.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hield's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Al Horford, he's checked in for Porzingis.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
On the wing, Hield. And stolen by White. And Holiday throws it down.
Just a smart hustle play from Holiday. Running the floor and getting that fast break bucket.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Here's Shepard. Up top, Hield. Here's Sharp. Passes to Shepard. Here's Clowney. Good. And the nice assist for Williams.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the back.
Now here is Holiday. Defense right on him.
Well, this is the thing about Holiday. He keeps coming at you.
The Celtics shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Celtics, Jrue Holiday, shooting 2.
That free throw good from Jrue Holiday. The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Both free throws good from Holiday.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here's Shepard, guarded by Holiday. And it's Shepard missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 7. They're playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Well, talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Boston. On the wing, Hield. The rebound by the Celtics. White's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Whitehead's checked in for the Nets. To the left side wing. That 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Well, look, they've done a great job getting the ball to Holiday. He's had the hot hand tonight. I keep looking for him.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Ronnie's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Nets.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is Tatum. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Shepard with the ball. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Nets leading by 5. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Brooklyn did not hesitate to set the pace. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of a few stops and some quality offensive possessions. They closed the first quarter with a 6-point advantage. Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
And over to Shaq now. Your take on the Celtics.
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they have been so far.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance from Jrue Holiday.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
We've got Matisse Thybulle. Simmons is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Fultz in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Celtics trail by 7. Tatum flies in to finish it off.
Yeah, nice lob there, and what a leap by Tatum. You just have to admire that kind of play.
Fultz the pass to Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
So it's the Celtics now. After the basket by Brooklyn. Simmons against Tatum. Claxton with the steal. They kick out to Hield. The offensive rebound. And Claxton throws it down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Now a timeout called by Boston. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And the Celtics making a change here. Pritchard's checked in. Now here's Simmons. 14 points for him. Thybulle, the pass to Simmons. Stolen by Tatum. The pass to Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
3.
Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
You love how Tatum gets others involved. He doesn't want to do it all by himself out there.
Simmons, and he makes good on the layup. Simmons got 16.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Fultz. Still scoreless.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
And slammed up by Tatum.
Off the bounce, Tatum has so many different ways he can take you.
Timeout called the Nets.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes. And a moment now to check out the numbers for Brown. Right around 25 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists.
To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Celtics trail by 6. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Porzingis, and again it's Boston converting.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
Hield from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 12 points for him.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The Celtics have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-hand shots to fall. 80% since the break. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. 1:43 left in the third. Here's Cornett, defended by Sharp. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
And a quick look at some of the numbers for Derek White. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. Brooklyn leading by 3. Pass to Clowney. Fultz against Brown. Up top, Fultz. No scoring in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Clowney, good.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. That has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
1:02 left to play in the third. Here's Hauser. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And here's Brown outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 8.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Brown. After the basket by Brooklyn. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game time.
He is a really good athlete. Give Shepherd a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
Fultz against Brown. And they get it. Off target at the rim. And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Celtics trail by 10, and a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Torrey Craig. Also Tatum out there. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Holiday. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. Here's Pritchard. A wide open look here for Craig. Drains it from beyond the arc. Craig's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Nets leading by 7. Now Shepard. Here's Clowney. Outside Williams. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Clowney. Can't connect from long distance. Boston shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Puts it up from 7. Craig can't get it to go.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Holiday with it. Williams picks him up. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone.
Going defense to offense, courtesy of Drew Holiday. He anticipates well and has quick hands.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Turn it up, Nets fans, for your Brooklyn Nets.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, listened in with what Jordi Fernandez was telling the team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet. Are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Yeah, look, that's a Drew Holiday special. Turning defense into offense.
Hield can't hit. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now here's White. Porzingis can't hit. Now here's Thibault, guarded by Holiday. He dialed that one up from long distance. And the Nets lead by 6.
Way beyond the line there. Hield's range is limitless. Has to check him once he crosses half court.
Here's Holiday. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Nets leading by 6. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And look at the momentum Simmons gets on the drive, and he turns it into a huge slam.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Tatum. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Great open look there.
This is how refined Tatum's motion is. He needs so little setup time.
Now here's Fultz driving the lane, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Fultz has got his first points in this one.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside for Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It goes on Jason Tatum.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pros?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams? 15 of them. And the pace of the game, everything happens faster, so all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
Timeout called, the Nets. They lead by 8. 1:11 left in the game.
Heading over the floor, your Brooklyn Nets. Make some noise, everyone.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Fultz against Holiday. Here's Simmons. And Boston with the rebound. Brown kicks to Tatum. It's White on the wing. A three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
In the corner, it's Hield. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. And some changes here for the Celtics. Al Horford is checked in for Porzingis. Torrey Craig comes in for Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Derek White.
Well, there's no question that Tatum is one of the best scorers in the game today. And because he was so good at such a young age, it's easy to forget how young he still is.
Whitehead's shot is off. And here is Tatum. Outside Holiday. The rebound by Sharp. Pass to Whitehead. Ball stolen. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
All right, Markel, strong defensive effort tonight. What is the key to be successful at that end?
We're trusting each other. You know, we're being in the right spots and position. You know, when it's pick and roll, we're helping each other, and that just leads to our transition, leads us to easy buckets and get us going on the other end.
Well, it was a great win tonight, man. Congrats on the victory. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.